What if the vegetables you've been eating every day, thinking they're protecting your heart, are quietly pushing it toward failure? Did you know that 1 in 4 seniors over 60 unknowingly consumes foods that interfere with life-saving medications, raising their risk of heart attack or stroke? In this video, we're diving deep into 5 surprising vegetables that could harm your heart if eaten the wrong way. Plus, we'll share heart-friendly alternatives that truly nourish your body. Stick with us to protect your health. If you find this helpful, hit that like button, share with a loved one, and subscribe to Ageless Living with the bell icon for more life-changing tips. The hidden truth about vegetables and your heart. Picture this: you're sitting down to a colorful salad, proud of your healthy choices: crisp greens, crunchy sprouts, maybe a dash of spice to keep things lively. You've cut out junk food, you're exercising, and you're doing everything you think is right for your heart. But what if I told you that some of those healthy vegetables on your plate could be silently sabotaging your health? For seniors over 60, this isn't just a hypothetical. It's a reality I've seen unfold in my years as a heart doctor. As we age, our bodies change. The foods that once fueled us in our 20s or 30s don't always serve us the same way at 60, 70, or beyond. Your heart, which has beaten over 2 billion times by the time you reach 60, is more sensitive now. It's working harder to keep you strong, but it's also more vulnerable to the foods you eat, the medications you take, and the habits you follow. Certain vegetables, praised as superfoods, can raise blood pressure, interfere with medications, or even carry bacteria your body can no longer fight. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 5 vegetables that could be risking your heart, and how to enjoy them safely or replace them with better options. Let's dive into the first vegetable, one you might have in your fridge right now. 1. Spinach. When a superfood sabotages your heart. The hidden danger of vitamin K. Spinach has long been hailed as a nutritional powerhouse. It's packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, qualities that make it a darling of health-conscious eaters. But for seniors over 60, especially those on heart medications, spinach can turn from a hero to a hidden hazard. Why? It all comes down to vitamin K. Vitamin K is essential for blood clotting, a process that helps your body heal wounds. But for those taking blood thinners like warfarin, commonly prescribed after a heart attack, stroke, or for conditions like atrial fibrillation, too much vitamin K can be dangerous. Warfarin works by thinning your blood to prevent deadly clots, but high levels of vitamin K in spinach can counteract its effects, making your blood thicker and increasing the risk of clots that could lead to a stroke or heart attack. Real-life impact. I've seen this firsthand in my clinic. Take Susan, a 68-year-old patient who came to me after a mini-stroke. She was diligent about her health, exercising daily, avoiding sugar, and blending spinach smoothies every morning. She had no idea her smoothie habit was undermining her warfarin prescription. Her blood tests showed inconsistent clotting levels, and it wasn't until we adjusted her diet that her medication could work effectively again. Stories like Susan's are far too common. Seniors eating clean, but unknowingly putting their hearts at risk. According to a 2019 study in the Journal of the American Heart Association, inconsistent intake of vitamin K-rich foods like spinach can destabilize warfarin's effectiveness in 30% of patients, leading to a higher risk of clotting events. That's nearly 1 in 3 people who might face serious consequences just from eating a salad. How to eat spinach safely. Does this mean spinach is off the table? Not at all. The key is moderation and consistency. If you love spinach, aim for a small, consistent amount. Say, a half-cup serving a few times a week, and stick to it. Sudden spikes, like adding a daily spinach smoothie, can throw off your medication's balance. Always inform your doctor about dietary changes, especially if you're on blood thinners. They can adjust your dosage or monitor your blood levels to keep you safe. Heart-friendly alternatives. If you're looking for leafy greens that won't interfere with medications, try romaine lettuce or arugula. These greens are lower in vitamin K but still packed with nutrients like fiber and antioxidants that support heart health. Steam them lightly to make them easier to digest, and pair with a drizzle of olive oil for a dose of heart-healthy fats. What's the next vegetable that could be hiding in your fridge, packing more salt than a bag of chips? Let's find out. 2. Pickled cucumbers, a salty trap for your heart. The sodium problem. Pickles are a beloved sidekick to sandwiches and burgers, crisp, tangy, and seemingly harmless. But for seniors over 60, especially those with high blood pressure or heart disease, pickles are a sodium bomb waiting to explode. A single serving of pickled cucumbers can contain over 1,000 milligrams of sodium, more than 2/3 of the daily limit recommended by the American Heart Association for older adults, 1,500 milligrams. Sodium isn't just a flavor enhancer, it's a chemical that holds water in your bloodstream, increasing blood volume and putting strain on your heart and arteries. Over time, this pressure can lead to hypertension, arterial stiffness, and even heart failure. For seniors, whose kidneys are less efficient at filtering sodium, the damage is even more pronounced. A patient's story. Consider John, a 72-year-old retiree who came to my clinic with stubbornly high blood pressure. He'd given up fried foods, started walking daily, and thought he was doing everything right. But every lunchtime, he enjoyed a few pickle slices with his sandwich. Those small slices were adding up to a sodium overload, silently pushing his blood pressure higher. Once we swapped pickles for fresh cucumber slices flavored with dill and lemon, his readings stabilized within weeks. A 2021 study in hypertension found that excessive sodium intake is linked to a 20% higher risk of heart failure in adults over 60. That's a significant number for something as simple as a pickle. How to avoid the sodium trap. The solution isn't to banish pickles entirely, but to be mindful. Check labels for low-sodium options, or better yet, make your own quick pickled cucumbers at home using vinegar and herbs instead of salt-heavy brine. When dining out, ask for fresh vegetables instead of pickled sides. And always read labels on canned or processed foods, soups, sauces, and even healthy vegetable blends can hide massive sodium loads. Heart-smart substitutes. Fresh cucumbers are a fantastic alternative. They're hydrating, low in sodium, and rich in potassium, which helps balance blood pressure. Slice them thinly, toss with a splash of apple cider vinegar and fresh dill, and you've got a crunchy, heart-friendly side that satisfies without the salt. But sodium isn't the only hidden threat. What about a vegetable that feels like comfort food but could be igniting inflammation in your arteries? Let's explore the next one. 3. Red chili peppers, a fiery threat to your heart. The spicy culprit. For many, a dash of red chili pepper brings food to life. Spicy stews, fiery salsas, or a sprinkle of chili flakes for that extra kick. It's tradition, culture, and passion on a plate. But for seniors over 60, this fiery vegetable can spark more than just flavor. It can ignite a cascade of reactions that stress your heart. Red chili peppers, especially hot varieties, stimulate your nervous system, spiking adrenaline and increasing heart rate. In younger, healthy people, this might be a harmless thrill. But after 60, when arteries are stiffer and the heart is more sensitive, this stimulation can be dangerous. It tightens blood vessels, surges blood pressure, and, in some cases, triggers irregular heart rhythms. A real-world example. I'll never forget Maria, a 65-year-old patient who loved her spicy homemade chili. She came to me complaining of heart palpitations and chest tightness after meals. After ruling out other causes, we traced it back to her generous use of red chili peppers. Cutting back on the heat and switching to milder spices like paprika and cumin resolved her symptoms almost immediately. Her story isn't unique. Spicy foods can push an aging heart into overdrive. Research from the American Journal of Cardiology, 2020, suggests that frequent consumption of spicy foods can increase vascular inflammation by up to 15% in older adults, contributing to heart disease progression over time. Safer ways to add flavor. You don't have to live a bland life. Mild spices like ginger, garlic, in moderation, or turmeric can add depth to your meals without taxing your heart. For example, a turmeric roasted vegetable dish or a ginger-infused soup can bring warmth and flavor while reducing inflammation, thanks to their antioxidant properties. Heart-healthy alternatives. If you crave a bit of heat, try sweet bell peppers. They're rich in vitamin C and antioxidants, which support blood vessel health, and they add color and crunch without the fiery stress. Roast them with a sprinkle of rosemary for a delicious, heart-safe side dish. Next up, a vegetable celebrated as a natural remedy, but when eaten raw, it could turn against your heart. 4. Raw garlic. When nature's medicine becomes a risk. The double-edged sword of garlic. Garlic has been revered for centuries as a natural healer, lowering cholesterol, thinning blood, and boosting heart health. Many seniors embrace it, chopping raw cloves into salads or swallowing them like pills. But here's the catch. Raw garlic is a potent blood thinner, and when combined with heart medications like warfarin or aspirin, it can amplify their effects to dangerous levels. This can lead to blood that's too thin, increasing the risk of internal bleeding, bruising, or even life-threatening hemorrhages. I've treated patients with nosebleeds that wouldn't stop, black stools, or sudden drops in blood pressure, all from overdoing raw garlic while on medication. A case study. Take Robert, a 70-year-old who swore by raw garlic to keep his heart young. He was also on aspirin for a previous heart stent. After months of daily raw garlic, he started experiencing dizziness and unexplained bruising. Blood tests revealed his clotting ability was dangerously low. Cooking his garlic and cutting back to small amounts stabilized his condition, but it was a wake-up call. A 2018 study in clinical nutrition found that raw garlic can enhance the effects of anticoagulants by up to 25%, significantly raising bleeding risk in older adults. Using garlic wisely. Cooked garlic is safer. It retains its heart-healthy benefits but has a milder effect on blood thinning. Use it in soups, stir-fries, or roasted dishes, and always consult your doctor if you're on heart medications. Moderation is key. Think a clove or two, not a handful. Better options for heart health. For a natural blood pressure lowering boost, try beets. They're rich in nitrates, which relax blood vessels and improve blood flow. Roast or steam them for a sweet, earthy addition to your meals that works with your heart, not against it. What's the final vegetable on our list? It's one that looks fresh and healthy but could be carrying a hidden enemy you can't see. 5. Raw sprouts, a crunchy risk you can't ignore. The bacterial threat. Raw sprouts, alfalfa, mung bean, or broccoli sprouts, are often praised as superfoods for their enzymes and nutrients. They're a staple in health-conscious diets, adding crunch to salads and sandwiches. But for seniors over 60, raw sprouts can harbor a dangerous secret: bacteria like E. coli, salmonella, or listeria. Sprouts grow in warm, moist conditions, perfect breeding grounds for pathogens. While younger adults might shrug off a foodborne illness, seniors' weaker immune systems struggle to fight back. What starts as a stomach ache can escalate to sepsis, dehydration, or even endocarditis, an infection of the heart lining that can worsen heart failure. A sobering example. I treated a patient, Linda, a 67-year-old who loved adding alfalfa sprouts to her wraps. She ended up in the hospital with a listeria infection that triggered irregular heart rhythms. Her heart, already weakened by years of high blood pressure, couldn't handle the added strain. Cooking her sprouts would have prevented the ordeal. The CDC reports that sprouts are linked to over 2,500 foodborne illness outbreaks in the U.S. since 1990, with seniors being disproportionately affected due to age-related immune decline. How to enjoy sprouts safely. If you love sprouts, cook them first. A quick sauté or steam kills harmful bacteria while preserving flavor. If you're not willing to cook them, skip raw sprouts altogether, especially if you have heart disease or a compromised immune system. Heart-safe alternatives. Try microgreens instead. They're similar to sprouts but grown in soil, making them less prone to bacterial growth. They're packed with nutrients and add a fresh, vibrant touch to your meals. Toss them into a smoothie or use as a garnish for a nutrient boost without the risk. What should seniors eat for a healthy heart? Now that we've uncovered the risks, you might be wondering, what can you eat to protect your heart? The good news is that plenty of vegetables support your aging heart without the hidden dangers. Here's a rundown of heart-smart choices. Steamed broccoli. Rich in fiber and antioxidants, broccoli reduces inflammation and supports stable blood pressure. Steam it lightly to preserve nutrients and make it easier to digest. Roasted carrots. Packed with beta-carotene and potassium, carrots help regulate blood pressure and protect arteries. Roast with a touch of olive oil for a sweet, satisfying side. Sautéed kale. Lower in vitamin K than spinach, kale offers heart-healthy fiber and antioxidants. Sauté with garlic and lemon for a flavorful, safe option. Sweet potatoes. High in potassium and fiber, sweet potatoes stabilize blood sugar and reduce heart strain. Bake or mash them for a comforting dish. Cooked tomatoes. Rich in lycopene, cooked tomatoes improve blood vessel health and reduce cholesterol. Add them to soups or sauces for a heart-loving boost. Legumes, lentils, green beans. These provide protein, fiber, and potassium, supporting heart function and digestion. Try a lentil soup or steamed green beans for a filling, heart-safe meal. These foods are gentle on your body, easy to digest, and work in harmony with most medications. Season them with herbs like rosemary, thyme, or turmeric for flavor without stress. A 2022 study in The Lancet found that diets rich in these whole, minimally processed vegetables lowered heart disease risk by 18% in older adults. The bigger picture. Listening to your heart. Your heart has been with you through every moment of your life. Over 2 billion beats by the time you reach 60. It's never asked for much, but now it's asking for your attention. Aging isn't about giving up, it's about getting wiser. The vegetables that nourished you in your youth might not serve you the same way now, especially if you're on medications or dealing with heart conditions. The good news: you're not too late. Every small change you make today, swapping pickles for fresh cucumbers, cooking your sprouts, or moderating your spinach, can reverse years of silent strain. I've seen patients transform their health with simple, consistent choices. A 70-year-old who felt breathless and tired started eating steamed greens and roasted root vegetables daily. Within months, she was walking farther, sleeping better, and smiling more. Your heart still has time, strength, and love to give. All it needs is your care. Thank you for joining us on this journey to protect your heart and live vibrantly at any age. At Ageless Living, we're here to empower you with practical, science-backed tips to thrive. If this video opened your eyes to new ways to care for your heart, type 1 in the comments below. If you didn't find it helpful, let us know with a 0 so we can improve. Share one thing you've learned today that you'll apply to your life. It could inspire someone else. Don't miss out on more life-changing advice. Hit that subscribe button, tap the bell icon, and share this video with someone you love. Here's to living agelessly. Your heart deserves it.